welcome to the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium for a big matchup tonight here in North Bay League boys basketball. It's the Windsor Jaguars at 19-5 taking on the Cardinal Newman Cardinals at 21-3, but more importantly, 11-1, one game ahead of Windsor and Montgomery in the NBL standings. Hello everyone, I'm Dave Cox along with Nick Matos, and it doesn't get much bigger than this in terms of NBL play. This should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Both teams are going to fight hard, and it's going to be a hard-fought battle from start to finish. Absolutely, Dave. How couldn't we have set up a better scenario? One game lead for Cardinal Newman. Windsor comes in here, one game behind. They want to win this game. It could set up a three-way tie for first place between Montgomery, Cardinal Newman, and Windsor. Cardinal Newman's very strong at home, though. They haven't been defeated at home all season, 9-0, but something's going to give because Windsor's 6-0 on the road. So sit back and enjoy a great high school basketball game here. Well, Windsor started off with great defense in the meeting up at Windsor. In fact, they shut out Cardinal Newman in the first quarter. They'll have to play this kind of defense again tonight. There's a beautiful block right there by Riley. Tips it outside there. Kobe Roman gets up the court there. Kobe's real tough. Nice little roll, but he gets his own rebound and puts it back in. Kobe's a fine athlete. Played quarterback for the football team, plays baseball. I think he's one of the front runners for athletes of the year here. That was Justin Smith getting the block underneath. He had a really good day yesterday. He said he made a little bit of job of strike, as I've noticed. Juniors, Newman will have to contend with them down low here tonight as we see both Justin and Riley warming up from the outside. You know, Coach Taylor likes them to live a little bit more inside. For Cardinal Newman, Damian Wallace took over the game in the fourth quarter against Windsor. He did the same thing when we were live against Montgomery. They will hope that he has a steady game throughout this one here tonight. They need him. Big players play big in big games, and Damian Wallace is a big-time player. Right there, he hits a nice three-pointer. Damian seems to go get better as the game goes on. Another nice shot for Damian. He can do it all on the court. He's the ball handler for Cardinal Newman. Can shoot from the outside, but he can also drive to the hoop here as he goes up, throws up a little floater, and nothing but net. He is. You can't let him go to his left right there. He was able to burn the defense to his left. Damian Wallace, a 4-year varsity player, although he did not play last year because of the injury. Having a great season, he has come back in full strength. So this should be a great matchup here tonight. You can bet that the crowd is going to be loud and proud on both sides as we continue the battle of the fans here in the NBL. And of course, these two coaches will be going at it here tonight. It's Windsor and Newman coming up next.
Are you searching for a great high school experience? Cardinal Newman is the only Catholic college preparatory high school in Santa Rosa. Be a part of a community where you will be known and supported during these key years of growth. Be a part of a fun and positive student body who embraces challenge and responsibility through faith, academics, service, visual and performing arts, and competition. Learn how to apply at cardinalnewman.org. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed past the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched and the home of the brave.
Phil Ching doing the honors tonight on senior night. They had a very nice senior ceremony, and now it's time for us to meet the starting lineups for these teams. First for Travis Taylor and the Windsor Jaguars. We'll take a look at their starters. We talked about the Twin Towers, the Smith brothers that do such a nice job playing defense and scoring. Riley Smith, actually the leading scorer on this team. Brandon Malley and Kobe Roman are the guards. Travis Carlozzi, also a very good player at forward for Coach Travis Taylor. And we'll take a look on the other side. Cardinal Newman's starting lineup, as announced by their head coach, Tom Bonfili. And there it is, Wallace Baker Capurro, just a sophomore, Jalen Doral, and Gavin Dove. We are underway. Cardinal Newman controls the tap. They are in their home white. Windsor in their road black with gold trim. There's Gavin Dove getting it out to Wallace. His first shot off the mark, but he is fouled and will get 3 free throws. Kobe Roman bumped him.
Not a wise foul by Kobe there. Damian was a couple of steps out past the three-point line. I think that's a shot you want to let him take early. I'm sure Kobe's disappointed about that foul.
Actually, they're going to call that after the shot. He was going to block out Wallace, so he will not get to shoot free throws right there. Jonathan Bender and Jordan Ruiz are our referees. They'll be wearing the stripes tonight here at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium, trying to get it inside, and there's a takeaway.
Nice steal.
Justin Smith.
The Twin Towers just swarmed him there, Dave.
Kobe Roman looking over the defense. They will work it around the perimeter right now, and now it's Riley Smith trying to post up on the sophomore, Nate Capurro. Wide open, Roman doesn't get it. Jalen Doral comes down with the rebound. Doral, who just signed a national letter of intent to play football at Southern Oregon University. Got to finish up his basketball season now, the last week of the regular season, and then next week it's the NBL Shaughnessy tournament, and then after that, NCS play. Nate Capurro dumps it to Jalen Doral. His first shot off the mark. Gavin Dove saves it, but it ends up right in the hands of Justin Smith. A couple of turnovers so far for Cardinal Newman. Windsor shut out Newman in the first quarter, but the good news for Cardinal Newman was they held Windsor to 5, and in fact 35 overall. Coach Bonfili talked to him earlier. He said he'll take that. I'll get shut out any night if we can hold the other team to 35 overall. We still got a chance to win. Carlozzi bumped a little bit on his way to the rack. Carlozzi with his own miss, and now it's Capurro who has it. There's Wallace to the rack, didn't get it.
Damian crossed over there and went to his left. It's important for Windsor to remember that Damian is left-handed, and he's going to go to his strong hand right there. Needed to force it. Here's the outlet pass. Damian's got it on the right. Malley didn't play very good defense, and Damian went right by him for a layup. Luckily, he did not make the shot. On the free throw line for 2.
Wallace has struggled a bit from the free throw line. In fact, missed the front end of a 1-and-1 against Montgomery when they had a 1-point lead, and Soria then hit the game-winning basket for Montgomery at the other end of the floor after that miss. Got the second one this time, and Newman is on the board first. Took him 2 minutes to do it. It's 1-0 Cardinals.
Well, they scored more points than they did the last game they played Windsor in the first quarter.
Good point. Windsor working it up top. There's Riley Smith. He can't shoot from the outside. Kobe Roman trying to penetrate, but Wallace cuts him off, and now it's Carlozzi. Brandon Malley guarded by Cody Baker. That's a good matchup tonight. Windsor won league last year. In fact, went undefeated, 14-0. And Smith, that is Riley Smith, sticks a 3 to give Windsor the lead.
That's pretty impressive, the 6'6" Riley Smith outside hitting 3-pointers, Dave.
There's Cody Baker now up top with Malley. Fires it up, no good. Jalen Durrell has an offensive rebound. Wallace. Now it's Gavin Dove. A couple of offensive rebounds for the Cardinals. Dove off the glass. And good. Dove did not play against Montgomery. He came down sick that day, threw up just before the game. And who knows, that might have made a difference.
Well, they lost only by 1 point. You'd like to think that one of your starters wasn't in the game. That could have made a difference. But
Kobe Roman gets it down low. Justin Smith. Nice defense by Newman. Jalen Durrell already has 3 rebounds for the Cardinals, and now Damian Wallace brings it up. A little bit of a nice rivalry developing between these teams. It's actually the 3rd meeting this year. They played in Rose City, and once in league so far. Might play in the Shaughnessy. That would be their 4th meeting, and they could play again in NCS play, so who knows. Into the corner it goes, Damian Wallace. And Durrell has yet another rebound. He's got 4 rebounds so far. There's Nate Capurro, sophomore off the mark. Durrell again, but he pushed off, so that'll be a personal foul. Take the rebound off the board. Windsor takes over, still tied 3-3. Newman has opted up to Division II this year, so that puts them right in the mix with Windsor and Montgomery, along with teams like Bishop O'Dowd, Los Lomas, Moreau Catholic.
right now, Cardinal Newman's number 3 in Division II. Montgomery's 4 and Windsor's 5.
Windsor bringing it up now. A 3-3, low-scoring first quarter, just like the last meeting. There's Riley Smith shaking free. A little strong off the backboard, tipped out. Last touch, Carlozzi. It'll be Newman's ball.
Riley's a little bit pumped up right now. He put the ball a little bit too hard off the glass. As the game develops, he's going to settle down a little bit. He'll make that shot the next time, I'm sure.
Rivalry thickened up just a little bit with the announcement this week that, well, let's start with last week. Coach Paul Cronin, the football coach here at Newman, had verbally agreed to go to Windsor and coach, and then changed his mind over the weekend. Told Cardinal Newman he's staying put. Here's Damian Wallace. Up and under. Carlozzi got him on the way, however. And Wallace will shoot a pair.
Much better job of Windsor that time. They overplayed him. Damian made him shoot a pretty tough shot right there. Here it is again. Cody Baker drives. Ball gets partially blocked there. Good hustle by Justin Riley. Tries to get the ball out there. Damian goes in. A hard foul there. No chance to make the shot. Now he has to make it from the free throw line.
Wallace did not get the first. He is now 1 of 3.
So important to make your free throws, Dave. I can't emphasize enough to young players to practice your free throw shooting. It's so important. Really, you should make 7 out of 10 free throws, Dave. It's a lost art because everybody likes to shoot three-pointers all the time. Everybody wants to go to that three-point line.
Wallace gets 2 of 4 from the free throw line so far. And it's a 1-point lead. Riley Smith flips it up top. Carlozzi for 3 off the mark. Steven Zukiki, who just checked in, gets a rebound, and he's fouled.
Justin Smith was trying to reach in there to try to get the steal. A couple of these fouls by Windsor are going to add up there. They're not really fouls that are necessary. 14 fouls on Windsor so far. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. I like how Cardinal Newman's setting up their offense. Damian gets a nice little look right there. Did a good job of passing the ball.
Wallace makes it 6-3. Nice shot by Damian. 2:45 to go here in the first. A 6-3 lead for Newman. Much better start for them than the game up in Windsor. Nice rebound by Murado, Bradley Murado, who checked in moments ago. Off the glass, no good. Christian Hextrom, and there's the block by Justin Smith. Vicious block. Kobe Roman sticks a 3. at the other end. We're tied 6-6.
That was predicated off of Windsor's defense, the nice block. Come down, Kobe sticks a three.
There's Wallace shaking free up top. Christian Hextrom bounces underneath. Jalen Doral tied up under the backboard. Nice defense by Justin Smith. So Windsor being out-rebounded by a whole bunch right now. It's about 10-2. Riley on the low block with Hextrom. Backs in. Little strong. Carlozzi right there. Got it. Travis Carlozzi. He has 2 of Windsor's 3 rebounds here in the first 6.5 minutes.
Smart play by Steven Zakiki. He didn't want to get a foul. There was no reason to.
Damian Wallace up top now. Newman taking their time. Now trailing by 2. Wallace starts right. Now he goes left. Pulls up over Roman, in and out. Carlozzi has another rebound. Stolen by Murado. Oh my goodness, Bradley Murado.
Sloppy pass there by Trevor. Didn't see Brad come up there.
Takeaway and layup for Brad Murado.
Coach Tom Bonfili's gone to his bench here and got results right off the bat.
Depth is an issue for Windsor. They have 9 suited up right now, but there was a few games when they played with 7 guys. Riley Smith doesn't get it over the rim. Hextrom comes down with it. Hextrom with a couple of rebounds off the bench, doing a nice job. Under 15 seconds to go, and the Cardinals will play for 1 shot. Wallace drives, flips it up, no good. Doral, Carlozzi, length of the court, no good. That's the way the first quarter comes to an end. So Cardinal Newman with a huge rebounding advantage, but we are tied 8-8 at the end of 1. Tom Bonfili wanted a foul during that sequence and did not get it. So we've finished 1 quarter of play here at the John Fitzgerald. It is Newman 8 and Windsor 8. We'll be back with the start of quarter number 2 in just a moment.
Are you searching for a great high school experience? Cardinal Newman is the only Catholic college preparatory high school in Santa Rosa. Be a part of a community where you will be known and supported during these key years of growth. Be a part of a fun and positive student body who embraces challenge and responsibility through faith, academics, service, visual and performing arts, and competition. Learn how to apply at cardinalnewman.org.
Is this live? Well, David, a big rebounding advantage for Cardinal Newman in the first quarter there, but with the score tied 8-8, I think Windsor's got to be happy. They had some good looks at the basket. They didn't drop them.
I'm told the theme is wacky tonight for Cardinal Newman, and it is a little wacky, I guess.
You got to love the high school spirit.
Windsor with the ball. Murado, or that's Zakiki, excuse me, with another steal. Bennett Kohut, who just checked in. Murado runs down the long rebound. Bounce pass all the way across to Kohut. Nice little step through, and he's fouled. And it went. Oh my goodness. How in the world did that ball go down? I don't know.
Bennett made a nice little sidestep to get some space on the shot. Here it is there. Pass underneath there, gets away. Bennett gets the ball, steps back, little sidestep. Beautiful roll. He gets fouled by Kobe.
And he did complete the three-point play with the free throw. So it is an old-fashioned for Bennett Kohut to make it 11-8.
Windsor has to be stronger with the ball, Dave. They're having some turnovers that are unforced turnovers. They're just passes that are not being very.
Kobe Roman off the mark. Murado has the rebound. So bench play huge right now for Cardinal Newman.
Oh, their bench has come in and done a great job.
Well, this is that point in time in the season where you find out who's in shape. There's Nate Capurro off the mark. Another offensive rebound for Newman. Zakiki this time. And another foul call. Jonathan Bender making the call right there.
That's Justin Smith. That's Justin Smith's second foul there.
The rebounding advantage was 13-4 at the end of the first quarter.
Oh, I think they called it on, my bad, they called it on Cardinal Newman. All 5 starters out of the game for Cardinal Newman. He's got 5 bench players in there. Windsor still going with their starting 5.
Steal by Zakiki. Wow.
Again,
third turnover. 2 of them created by bench players for Newman. 11-8 Cardinals. Kohut to Zakiki right wing. He'll fire it up. And Zakiki nails a 3. More points off the bench for Cardinal Newman. Travis Taylor trying to get the officials' attention, finally does, and takes a full timeout. So we'll step aside right here with 6:19 to go in the second. Newman up by 6, 14-8.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
So Travis Taylor takes a timeout right there, talk over things with his troops. Maybe the starter's getting a little tired. He hasn't substituted. And Newman's gone on a 6-0 run to start the quarter.
Dave, I think the bench play for Cardinal Newman right now has made a big impact in this game. I wonder if Windsor's going to be able to keep their starters in for the whole half. He's going to have to go to his bench here eventually, and Cardinal Newman is so deep. That's the advantage that they have in this game. Windsor's hanging around, though. It's only 14-8. They haven't scored here in the second quarter. If their Twin Towers can relax a little bit, I think they have some shots in there. They just haven't been able to put them through the bottom of the hole right now. You got to love Coach Tom Bonfili. He's got a full court press on. Might as well just push these Windsor players as far as they can go.
Did get a substitution during the timeout. Ethan Wright checks in for Windsor. Big game here in the North Bay League. Up top it goes, Justin Smith, and he hits a 3. Big fellas can shoot. That was a much needed basket for Windsor. They were losing momentum. Jalen Doral now right side, gets it to Nate Capurro. Capurro in the paint, fading, blocked by Riley Smith. Gavin Dove hustling after it, but Justin ends up with the long rebound for Windsor, his second. The other end quickly, Riley a little strong, and he'll go to the free throw line. Bennett Kohut tried to take the charge. Newman bench wanted the call and did not get it. Jalen Doral also hit the deck on that one.
Long rebound.
Here's the pass in the corner there to Justin, or excuse me, Riley drives in there. Bodies flying everywhere. Jalen Doral went down. Everybody's okay, though. I think the longer the game goes here, Windsor's starting to relax a little bit. Their shooting's going to become better. Right now, Cardinal Newman's defense is doing a fantastic job. They're flying all over the court. No uncontested shot so far for Windsor. Every shot is being contested. That's all you can ask for if you're a coach. First 3 free throws of the game here for Windsor, I believe.
Riley does not get the first one. Free throw shooting is going to be huge tonight. Wallace and Baker check back in now for the Cardinals. A couple of seniors here on senior night. Windsor only has 2 seniors, so check that, 4 seniors. Newman has a lot more than that. They had a long line of guys out here on senior night. That one's off the mark. Gavin Dove taps it over to Jalen Doral.
Again, Dave, the free throw shooting, you have to make your free throws, or at least 75% of them. So
Cody Baker guarded by Ethan right now. Looking for Wallace, and they were on a different page that time. Only the 3rd turnover by Newman. Teams are even with 3 turnovers apiece.
Cardinal Newman still in the full court press. I love the strategy that Coach Tom Bonfili's using. Push the Windsor players as far as you can. Tire them out.
There's Kobe Roman quickly to Riley Smith. Another 3 for the 6'6" junior. Riley Smith, leading scorer on this team. His brother hit one moments ago, and he said, I can do that too, and we're tied 14-14.
Since the timeout, Windsor's come in, scored 6 points, Dave. Good timeout by Coach Travis Taylor.
Uh-oh, takeaway, Kobe Roman, but no, Gavin Dove maintains the possession. Wallace gets it to Doral inside, back up to Wallace from 18, he got it. Nice job by Doral to keep his footing and not travel that time.
Jalen Doral's really playing great, Dave. In the last game on Monday against Maria Carrillo, he had 15 rebounds. I think already in this game looks like he's got 5 rebounds already. He does a lot of the work there for Cardinal Newman. Not a big scorer, but he plays tough defense, rebounds. Really great team player. Here's that last play that goes to Jalen. Looks for Damian now. Back to Jalen, and again, he gives Damian a nice open look there. Damian drops it through. Just gotta love the team play that Jalen Doral brings to the Cardinal Newman Cardinals. Got a little moisture on the court here, Dave. Got to get it off. Got a man down here. It's one thing you cannot have is a slippery basketball court. I've seen some injuries happen that way.
And they're looking for a towel right now, which will give us an opportunity to check out the NBL standings. And there they are. You see Montgomery and Windsor at 10-2. They're tied for 2nd place. A win by Windsor tonight throws us into a 3-way tie at the top. Santa Rosa looks like a lock to make the Shaughnessy tournament. They'll play the #1 seed. If Newman wins tonight, that's who it'll be.
Well, I'd like to see Windsor win just because I want to figure out who would win the league, Gabe. If they all end up with the same record, that'd be interesting. I think you mentioned something about straws earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, I think they picked numbers at the beginning of the year, and I'm not sure who has the driver's seat number. That's usually the way it goes.
Well, if Cardinal Newman can win this game, their next game is against Casa Grande, and Casa's had a tough year, so basically a win tonight might seal the league title for Cardinal Newman.
And they would play Santa Rosa at home on Wednesday. The NBL Tournament Championship is at the JC Friday night. There's Riley Smith off the mark, and Gavin Dove has his 4th rebound of the game. 3:35 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Drive to the rack by Gavin Dove. Nice basket for him. 4-point lead for Newman. Carlozzi almost lost the handle up top, looking for help. Doesn't get it, taken away by Dove. Baker to Wallace, pull up 3, doesn't get it. Gavin Dove almost got the tap in that time. He was bumped by his own man. Jalen Doral going for that rebound, that threw him off just a bit. Under 3 to go now in the quarter.
Windsor's got to be stronger with the ball, just far too many turnovers. I'm sure Coach Travis Taylor's not very happy about that.
There's Gavin Dubb with his 6th rebound now. Newman slowing the pace now, trying to add to a 4-point lead. Into the corner, Cody Baker for 3, and he nailed that one. Pretty shot.
Yeah, he was almost stepped out of bounds over there in the corner. Really deep 3.
Baker going for the steal, doesn't get it. Carlozzi almost traveled. Ethan Wright to Riley Smith. A little strong, but he's fouled by Doral from behind. Second personal on Jalen Doral. And Riley Smith, who's 0 for 2 at the line, will try and change that now.
Beautiful pass here by Ethan Wright. Riley really needs to use his right hand right there. I know he's left-handed, but you have to use your right hand there. There's no angle for the left hand.
Wow, and Riley is now 0 for 3 at the free throw line.
We see Christian Hextrom coming in for Cardinal Newman, and he's done a fine job this year off the bench for them.
He got the second one. Finally converting from the line. 7 points for Riley Smith. It's a 6-point lead. And we're going to take it the other way.
Unforced turnover right there by Cardinal Newman.
4 turnovers now by the Cardinals. Teams are even in that category. It's still a huge rebounding advantage for Newman, and that's one of the reasons why they have a 6-point lead right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit amazing with the 2 twin towers in there that Cardinal Newman's dominating the backboards.
Riley Smith drives and dishes. Carlozzi trying to penetrate. Newman doing a nice job. Hextrom up top with Riley.
Yeah, they're working the shot clock.
Carlozzi tries to drive the baseline. Justin Smith fouled by Christian Hextrom from behind. And now Justin will go to the free throw line.
That looked like a foul to me, David. Here it is again. Drives to, goes in there. It looks like he got a little part of the ball, but I think there was a body foul down low. Coach Travis Taylor had just re-entered Trevor Carlozzi, and now he's taking him out there. He must have wanted him for offense, and he's putting in Stephen Wright for defense. Excuse me, Ethan Wright.
21-17 now, as Justin Smith hits both free throws. Wallace, who I believe has decided to play football at the next level at Humboldt State, pulls up and hits a jumper. Damian Wallace has 8 points. Newman with the full court pressure. Wallace almost gets the steal. Nice job getting back by the rest of the Cardinals. And Ethan Wright travels.
Just didn't get the ball down in time. Correct call by the referees. Are doing a fine job here tonight. Yeah, Damian Wallace is a fine athlete. It's going to be fun to watch him play college football. Had that devastating injury at the end of his junior year.
Humboldt State, in fact, has already signed 3 Cardinals. And there's Wallace off the glass. Not sure if I heard him call that, but the Cardinals will take it, and a 9-point lead.
Yeah, that's great, Dave. He looked around a little bit, too, and said, hey, thank you.
Kobe Roman driving and dishing into the corner. Smith a little strong. Nice job by Capurro, the sophomore, to get up. Under 30 to play now. Wallace is going to fire it up. He hits it. He's feeling it. Coach Bonfili was asking for them to slow it up, and Damian Wallace didn't see him. It's one of those where you say, no, no, yes, yes, take it. Kobe Roman. Baker has it. At the buzzer, no good. He might have had the opportunity to get a little closer right there. A flurry by Cardinal Newman at the end of the second quarter, and they take a 12-point lead. That was quite a sequence. Their defense led to offense.
Damian Wallace feels the game, and when the game gets big, Damian gets big, and he made a couple of clutch shots right there. Gives Cardinal Newman a nice 29-17 lead going into halftime.
So it is 29-17, Newman at the half. We'll take a break right here and be back with the highlights of the first half, team totals, and the start of the third quarter. No interview.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Are you searching for a great high school experience? Cardinal Newman is the only Catholic college preparatory high school in Santa Rosa. Be a part of a community where you will be known and supported during these key years of growth. Be a part of a fun and positive student body who embraces challenge and responsibility through faith, academics, service, visual and performing arts, and competition. Learn how to apply at cardinalnewman.org. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
This live.
So there's your score here at the half, 29-17. Cardinal Newman with a flurry there at the end. Damian Wallace scored 14 points in the first half, not saving it for the fourth quarter tonight, Nick. He had a great first half, and Cardinal Newman's defense and rebounding really was the difference in that first half. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Windsor needs to do a better job of possessing the ball. Here we got Cardinal Newman there. Nice little jump shot by Gavin Dove. Cardinal Newman's defense predicated a lot for their offense here. A little bit of a sloppy play here, but off the bench there came Bennett Cohid with a nice shot. There's Damian Wallace. This was a beautiful play. Unselfish by Jalen Durrell there. Jalen's been doing a fine job doing all the dirty work for Cardinal Newman. Again, Damian Wallace, like you mentioned, Dave, he just rises to the occasion in these big games. Some highlights here for Windsor. Nice three-point shot by one of the twin towers there. Looked like Justin. There's Kobe Roman's three-pointer. That's Kobe's only basket in the first half. He's going to need to come a little bit more offensive. Nice turnaround jumper by Riley. Carlozzi gets the rebound. Trevor puts it back in. Windsor's going to have to do a much better job here in the second half of rebounding. There's another nice shot by Riley Smith from the outside. I think the start of the third quarter here, Dave, is going to be really important for Windsor. They're down by 12. They cannot allow this game to get much higher. 12 points down with the bench that Cardinal Newman has could be really bad for Windsor if they cannot cut the lead right away.
All right, we'll take another break right here and be back with the start of the third quarter, 29-17 Newman.
Are you searching for a great high school experience? Cardinal Newman is the only Catholic college preparatory high school in Santa Rosa. Be a part of a community where you will be known and supported during these key years of growth. Be a part of a fun and positive student body who embraces challenge and responsibility through faith, academics, service, visual and performing arts, and competition. Learn how to apply at cardinalnewman.org. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Team totals from the first half, rebounding edge to Cardinal Newman, 22-6. Both teams hit 4 3-pointers, and both teams were 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Turnovers, Windsor had 6, Newman had 4, but the big thing that stands out is the rebounding advantage for Cardinal Newman, 22-6.
Only 6 rebounds in 16 minutes for Windsor. That's unbelievable, especially with the big guys.
Nice block by Riley Smith. Justin Smith came down with a rebound, so Windsor comes right out of the locker room, D'ing up. Riley Smith, much needed 3-ball, doesn't get it.
Had a good look there, Dave, wide open.
Newman substituted quite a bit in that first half, so their starters are pretty fresh. Here's Wallace using the body, trying to get it. And it's a nice rebound by Riley Smith right there. They're kind of letting them play, a little bumping and grinding going on, but they've been very consistent in terms of the officiating so far. 10-second call. Gavin Dove tied up Riley Smith, and he couldn't get it across the timeline. 7 turnovers now for the Windsor Jaguars.
Again, the Cardinal Newman's defense has really stepped it up here in this game. I'm very impressed with their defense. Everybody really playing really good man-to-man.
Cody Baker with the drive. And there's a rebound for Carlozzi. Obviously, something Windsor talked a lot about at halftime was being able to block out better on defense and not let Newman get offensive boards. There's Riley Smith, and he's fouled, and it counts.
Nice combination there. The Twin Towers work together well there. Justin passed it into Riley. Here's Trevor, passes it over to Justin, finds his brother inside. Cardinal Newman was in good position on defense, but the Twin Tower was just too tall there.
Got it. Completes the 3-point play. Riley Smith now has 10 points, and Windsor cuts the lead to 9. There's a takeaway, so Windsor with an opportunity to get a little momentum back now. See if Coach Bonfili takes a timeout if Windsor scores here. Justin Smith out to Kobe Roman, wide open for 3, well off the mark. Windsor with that tremendous season last year, but then they lost in NCS play to Montgomery, and boy, was that a spoiler by Montgomery last year, and now Coach Bonfili wants to take a 30-second timeout. These teams are in the same NCS division this year, so it'll be very interesting. Cardinal Newman normally plays Division 4. They opted up to Division 2 this year. And right now in the NCS rankings, Bishop O'Dowd is the top-ranked team out of Oakland. And they have a 23.5. Los Lomas number 2, and the Newman, Montgomery, and Windsor are all right there. Redwood rounds out the top 8. Santa Rosa right now is in the 12th spot. Petaluma would be a 14th seed, but you can see they're 11 and 12 overall, and you have to either be 500 in league, overall, or in your division. I believe they're okay in the league, but it's going to be close for Petaluma.
Petaluma's got a big game tonight versus Annalee in the SCL. Right now, Montgomery's red hot. Okay, they've beaten Windsor and Cardinal Newman their last couple outings.
Nate Capurro up top. Damian Wallace gets it over to the right side. Capurro flips it back up top. Damian Wallace for 3, and he's bumped. This time they're going to give him 3. Riley Smith got him his first personal. Make him earn him from the free throw line.
Here it is again there. A nice pass out. Durrell flips it over to Damian. He's well outside the three-point line, and again, that's not a foul you really want to do there. Give him 3 free throws. Let him have that shot if you have to. But the way Damian's been shooting free throws might work out better for Windsor.
14 first half points for Damian Wallace.
It's amazing sometimes how such a great shooter like Damian Wallace, he gets to the free throw line and he's just not as accurate as you'd think he would be.
Wallace doesn't get that one.
Free throw shooting's about repetition, Dave, and you really have to get in the gym and shoot a lot of free throws all the time.
It's now 3 of 6, 15 points for Wallace. Didn't get that one, so he only gets 1 of 3, so it proves to be a good foul by Riley Smith. Gavin Dove fouls Riley well away from the basket. Reach-in foul by Gavin Dove going for the steal. Second team foul against the Cardinals. Coach Bonfili working it.
See if Windsor can't run an offensive play here. They need a basket here, down by 10.
Carlozzi drives off the glass, got it. Travis Carlozzi. And the officials take a timeout. A lot of moisture on the floor. These guys are sweating it up.
Good defense there by Jalen Durrell, Davey. He didn't get a foul call. Just held his ground right there and make Carlozzi make a real tough shot.
There's the Bonfili file, 35 years, 2 NorCal titles, 745 wins, 12th all-time in the CIF. He's chasing some big names on that all-time career list, but that's a lot of wins right there. Says he'd like to get to 800.
Nice defense there by Windsor to cut off Damian's left hand.
Wallace up top, driving left. Roman got him before the shot.
Well, David, it appears the referees have starting to call the game a little tighter here in the second half.
Yeah, you're right.
Roman.
8-point lead for Newman.
Third foul on Kobe Roman.
Capurro is fouled. Nate Capurro will go to the free throw line. Or check it, that was Gavin Dove. Gavin Dove, the senior, will shoot free throws. 4 points and 6 rebounds thus far.
Gavin Dove, shooting the play.
Did a good job right there of pump faking and getting the defender up in the air. Once the defender leaves his feet, he has no ground there, and he's going to get called for that foul every time there's any contact here. Senior night here, Dave and Cardinal Newman.
Didn't get the second one, and Durrell came down with that, but he's called for a foul. That's 3 on Jalen Durrell.
I'm absolutely calling the fouls a little tighter here in the second half. Jalen Durrell has to go to the bench there with his third foul.
Nice drive. Riley Smith all the way to the rack. 12 points now for the big fella. Just a junior, both the Twin Towers at 6'6". And we say Twin Towers, we mean it literally. They're twins.
That's good.
There's Cody Baker off the mark. Rebound, Riley Smith.
Riley blocked out really well that time. Windsor crawling back into this game here. Down by 7 with the ball here.
Riley backing in, turning on Gavin, and he got it. Nice shot. Here come the Jags. 14 points now for Riley, and it's a 5-point lead.
Big time shot right there. Had a defender right in his face. Spun away and fell away with a nice shot.
Cody Baker got fouled from behind right before he kicked the ball. Travis Taylor didn't like the call.
Here's the last play there. Kobe Roman has it. Gets it inside to the big Riley Smith. Turns with his left hand. A nice jump shot. Defense was good. Put his hands up. Didn't get a foul. That's what you want out of your defender right there.
Annalee with a huge lead over Petaluma at the half, 32-7. And a final already. Montgomery 47, Creo 37. They must have started that one early tonight. Damian Wallace for 3, off the mark. Nice rebound, falling into the hands of Carlozzi, but it's taken away by Hekstrom. Oh my goodness, Christian Hekstrom.
Nice steal by Christian Hekstrom. Went up, straight up, and got a nice layup. Windsor didn't foul, which was smart on Windsor's part. They cannot afford any more fouls.
8 turnovers now for Windsor. That was a big one right there as the Jags had some momentum. Carlozzi shakes free at the other end and lays it in for the Jags. Nice bucket.
Windsor's clawed back in the game, down by 5.
Under 3 to play here in the third. Morado tries to flip it to Hekstrom. Now it's Gavin Dove. And a timeout taken by Tom Bonfili.
Great timeout call there by Coach Tom Bonfili. Cardinal Newman a little bit out of sorts right now, Dave. I think this is the right time to get your team situated. Get it, call a nice play. They need a bucket right here. There's no experience lost for Tom Bonfili. He knows what he's doing right there, and I love how he coaches the team. Here's that last play. Christian Hekstrom underneath. Trevor Carlozzi goes straight up, no foul call. Great play by Christian. The worst he can get there is a foul. Goes up there, possibly gets fouled and makes the basket. Windsor right now has to worry about fouls. They don't play a lot of their players. Most of the starters are in. Few of the starters now have 3 fouls. They cannot afford to get their 4th foul here in the third quarter. Let's see what inbound play Tom Bonfili's dialed up here.
Up top it goes. Sukiki gets it to Hekstrom. Christian Lee just checked in. He's got good size. 6'6". He can match up with the big guys underneath, and looks like the Cardinals have turned it over. I can't really see that corner very well with the student sections standing up.
The shot clock was down to 2. Big possession here for the Jaguars, down by 5.
Justin Smith off the glass. Riley gets the rebound. Windsor definitely doing a better job of rebounding the basketball. It's one of the reasons why they pulled to within 5. Riley guarded by Christian Lee, both at 6'6". Shot clock at 15.
Windsor setting up a play there. Wants to go inside to Riley, little jumper. Nice offensive rebound. Trevor Carlozzi with a nice offensive rebound and put back, cuts the lead to 3 here with the minute 24 left, Dave.
Carlozzi has 8. Morado blocked by Riley Smith. And Smith gets the rebound. Big play right there for the 6'6" junior. Windsor can tie it with a 3. They'll keep the possession as the ball rolls out on the far side.
Jalen Durrell re-entering. Here's the last play there for Cardinal Newman. Blocked there by Riley. Couldn't get a fast break on it there. Had an opportunity. Back into live action here.
Riley guarded by Durrell. Justin now. Kobe Roman. Durrell has 3 personals. I'm surprised they don't attack him right here and try to get that 4th. Carlozzi is posting on him, but Riley tries the 3. Justin skies for the board. No good. Durrell has the rebound. Good defensive sequence by Newman.
Justin got that rebound. He was well above every player on the court there. Shot it with his right hand and just missed it.
Cardinals slowing things down right now. They can take the shot clock right down to about 5 seconds. Kohut up top with Durrell. 5 to shoot. Behind the back, Christian Lee's got to get it up. He does. No good. Didn't get it off in time.
Boy, that was borderline, Dave.
5 seconds on the game clock. Kobe Roman had time to maybe take a couple more dribbles. Doesn't do it.
Sets up a good 4th quarter here, though, Dave. Windsor cut into the lead for Cardinal Newman. They had a 12-point lead at halftime. We go to the 4th quarter. Cardinal Newman's only leading by 3.
Newman only scored 4 points in that quarter. We are heading for the final 8 here at the John Fitzgerald. Newman and Windsor in a dogfight.
Are you searching for a great high school experience? Cardinal Newman is the only Catholic college preparatory high school in Santa Rosa. Be a part of a community where you will be known and supported during these key years of growth. Be a part of a fun and positive student body who embraces challenge and responsibility through faith, academics, service, visual and performing arts, and competition. Learn how to apply at cardinalnewman.org.
Boy, I can't believe that the Smith brothers are just juniors.
So the crowd's making a little noise here as we head for the final 8 minutes at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. Some interesting looks in the crowd on a wacky night. I guess it's sports themed for Windsor.
You gotta love the high school spirit, Dave. I really do.
Steve Kramer helping Travis Taylor. Steve Kramer, who was one of the all-time leading scorers in the Empire, a great player at Pioneer High School back in the day, and coached the basketball team as the head coach here at Windsor for a couple years. Was instrumental in the attempt to get Paul Cronin over to Windsor, which didn't quite work out for the Jags. He decided to stay here at Cardinal Newman, much to the delight of a lot of football players here at Newman. A little back and forth, but things were decided. Here is Riley Smith up top, gets it over to Justin Smith, looking to dump it down low. Carlozzi guarded by Durrell, and he lays it in.
Nice job by using his pivot foot there. Carlozzi got himself some space. Nice lay-in.
10 for Carlozzi now. A 1-point game.
Won't take long before Damian Wallace re-enters. He's been really fantastic in the 4th quarter here for Cardinal Newman, and he's over at the scorer's bench right now, ready to check in.
And it Kohut sticks a 3, big basket right there. Wow. And the Jags throw it away, an unforced error right there. I think right now we're just seeing some very tired Windsor players on the floor right now.
You're not kidding, Dave. I'm looking out there, and Kobe's looking a little bit tired. Here's the last play by Kohut, the nice 3-pointer. He's come off the bench and made a couple of beautiful 3-point shots in the game.
There's Riley Smith with a rebound. He has 8 rebounds now. He's done a much better job in the second half, rebounding the basketball for the Jags. 4-point lead for Newman. Riley gets it up to Justin, almost traveled. Tom Bonfili certainly thought it was. Riley well beyond the arc, trying to post up now on Dove. Justin Smith rattles the rim, no good. Here comes Wallace, who just checked in. Fourth quarter is where he shines, but Cody Baker takes one. His second 3 of the night.
Beautiful shot there, Dave. High arching. Kobe Roman was right in his face. Couple of big baskets here for Cardinal Newman to start the fourth quarter.
A little discrepancy, I think, with the shot clock or the game clock. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was the shot clock. Jordan Reeves, the referee, wanted a reset on that. And here we go, back to live action now. 6:03 to play.
You wonder if that tight defense Cardinal Newman's had all game isn't wearing down Windsor right now. Some unforced turnovers.
Riley backing in, up top to Kobe Roman. Justin backs in and he's fouled. Before the shot, apparently. Cody Baker picks up the personal. That's his first, 4th team foul.
Jaguars desperately need a basket right here. Cardinal Newman started out the fourth quarter with a couple of baskets and gotten some room now, leading 39-32.
Down the lane, Riley Smith, no good. Baker has the rebound. Cody's feeling it. Off the mark that time. Hustle for the rebound. Who's going to keep the ball right here? It's going to be Windsor's basketball. Capurro tried to chase that down and couldn't get to it.
Cardinal Newman staying in their full court press.
And the Jags throw it away. 10 turnovers for Windsor. Wow.
Right now, all that defensive pressure is taking its toll here on Windsor. Late in the game here, they cannot afford to get unforced turnovers like that, Dave. If they have any opportunity to catch up, they have to get a shot every time down the basketball court.
Damian Wallace now brings it in for the Cardinals. 5:15 to play in this ball game. Newman by 7. Baker pulls up from the corner. Got it. Cody Baker coming alive. 8 points for the senior on senior night. And the lead is back up to 9. Windsor had cut it to 1, but an 8-0 run currently for the Cardinals. Riley Smith fouled by Cody Baker.
Right now the Jaguars are feeling a little bit tired. They need to get their second win here to lead.
Cody's going to check out. They've got him for 4 on the big board. I only had him for a couple.
Here's Damian Wallace passing over to Cody. Cody's come in the fourth quarter, had a couple of beautiful shots. Back to live action.
Carlozzi does it again. He's got 12. So Cody Baker officially with 4 will have to take a seat, and a timeout taken. It's going to be just a 30-second timeout. So Baker, who comes alive, hits a couple shots, but now he's got to take a bench. We'll see if that changes the momentum in this ball game.
Well, the Jaguars need a breather here. This is just what they need. And look for Damian Wallace to start taking over here a little bit. This is the time of the game we've seen Damian Wallace step up, take charge of the game. He's that type of player. Windsor needs to play good defense, don't foul, get the ball into the Twin Towers. They seem to be effective on offense. See what they can do. This next couple of possessions here for Windsor are very critical, Dave. They need to get some baskets. 41-32 is.
There's no doubt about that. This is a key stretch of this basketball game. 4:48 to go.
Here's Cardinal Newman. Durrell's got it, and here's Damian Wallace.
Wallace up top now for the Cardinals. Cardinals trying to eat clock. They might have got a little conservative against Montgomery in the final couple minutes. They pulled back, kind of pulled the reins back a little bit. Ended up not scoring in the final 2 minutes. Ended up losing that game. We'll see if the strategy changes here down the stretch against Windsor.
On that last play right there, Kobe Roman did a nice job of overplaying the left hand of Damian Wallace. Damian made a beautiful crossover dribble to the right, was able to get in between the defenders. Kobe picked up his 4th foul. (41-34) here, Dave. 4:23. Every possession's important for both teams the rest of the game here.
So a couple of players in foul trouble, Roman and Baker. It looks like Travis Taylor is going to leave Kobe Roman on the floor with the 4 personal fouls right now.
Kobe's a senior player. He knows what he's doing out there. He's been playing under control. He's got his hands full, though, guarding Damian Wallace.
There's Jalen Durrell hitting one from the outside. His first basket of the night, and it's a big one.
Let's see if Windsor doesn't look inside here to try to get the ball into one of the Twin Towers. Justin Smith posting up in there.
There's Justin Smith. Durrell has the rebound. Durrell is a guy that doesn't show up on the stat sheet a lot, but a very steady force defensively and rebounding for Cardinal Newman. Up top, Zukiki now. He's guarded by Justin Smith. Bradley Murado, and he got it. Murado's a great shooter, and he gives Newman a spark here off the bench in the 4th quarter, and the lead is 11.
Yeah, Dave, honestly, I can see the players on Windsor. They're getting tired. You can see it in their faces.
And they almost turn it over. Kobe Roman for 3.
It's tough when you just don't have enough players, and Cardinal Newman comes at you in waves. Pays off here late in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, depth has been huge tonight. Bench scoring big time in favor of Newman. In fact, Windsor doesn't have a point off the bench. There's Murado with another bench basket for the Cardinals. He has 6 points for Newman tonight, and it's a 13-point lead. Travis Taylor has seen enough. Timeout, Windsor, 2:52 to go. We'll step aside right here. Cardinal Newman in control here with just under 3 to play. We'll be back with the conclusion of this one in just a moment.
Fall, attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
So a big lead for Newman right now as they stretched it out to 13 points, and I think you hit the nail right on the head, Nick Mattos. They're getting a little tired on that Windsor side, and it was a good timeout right there by Travis Taylor, and see if they have anything left in the tank in this final couple of minutes.
Dave, it's tough. Cardinal Newman is just so balanced. 1 through 12 players on the court come on for the team, and they're always productive. You got to like where Cardinal Newman's at right now. And on the Windsor side, you know, they played hard. The game they started out, it was a little bit rough in the beginning of the game. They settled down. They had a wonderful 3rd quarter, but it looks like their gas tanks are empty right now, to tell you the truth, Dave. We'll see if they can muster up anything here the last 2:52 of the game.
So here come the Jags. They need to hit some outside shots, and they need to play perfect defense down the stretch. Justin Smith with an offensive rebound, fighting for position, and he's fouled. If it's on Durrell, it's his 4th. Jonathan Bender with the call, and it does not go on against Jalen Durrell. Well, actually, now they're saying it is on Jalen Durrell. I thought he had said 2-3, but
here it is again, the rebound by
4.
Justin. Durrell reaches in for the ball, gets called for the foul. Cody Baker re-entering for Cardinal Newman.
Capurro checks in for Doral. So Newman with 2 players with 4. Inside it goes, Travis Carlozzi underneath. Good game for Carlozzi. He has 14, tied for the team lead with Riley Smith. Jags not ready to go completely away just yet. Nate Capurro driving on Justin Smith, and he'll go to the line. That's 3 on Justin.
Justin had good position there. He needed to just keep his hand straight up here. Here's the inbound play for Windsor. Carlozzi's underneath there, gets it. He really uses his pivot step, really nice. Does a good job off the backboard for a nice layup. I've been impressed with Carlozzi. He does a good job of using his pivot foot and getting himself space under the basket.
Kobe Roman's going to check back in with 4 personal fouls. Ethan Wright on the floor at the other guard spot. Capurro misses and Carlozzi has it.
Windsor's going to have to get the up tempo here a little bit, get some shots. They can't use too much of the clock. They're down by 11 points here.
Definitely a sense of urgency for the Jags. Tapped out by Zukiki. Almost touched Travis Carlozzi. What a game for Carlozzi. 14 points, 6 rebounds. He's fought hard. I don't know if he's left the floor at all tonight. I don't think he has.
I believe you're right, Dave. He's played all the game.
Takeaway by the Cardinals. That's the 11th turnover by Windsor. Under 2 minutes to play. Damian Wallace gets it to Zukiki. Swinging around to Wallace. Fires it up, off the mark, little bump, no call. Carlozzi almost lost it as Ethan Wright ends up with the rebound for Windsor. Jags just really don't have time to pass the ball around the perimeter. They've got to fire up some threes. That one no good. Carlozzi saves it, but right to Zukiki.
Wright had a good look at it. He just shot a little bit long. Windsor's gone cold here in the 4th quarter on their shooting.
Well, the Cardinals held Windsor to 35 in their last meeting. The Jags are at 36 right now. Anytime you can hold a team under 40, you've got a really good chance to win.
Cardinal Newman's worked really hard on defense. From the tip-off till right now, they've worked really hard on defense. That's why they've got this lead. That's why they've worn Windsor down. Windsor's had to work really hard on offense for all their shots. And the 11 turnovers, Dave, really is the difference in the game. If you turn the ball over 11 times, you're not getting any shot attempts. That's the difference. And I believe the rebounding has kind of evened out a little bit now, Dave.
Here's the standings again. Newman again at 11-1, a win tonight, and they'll play Santa Rosa next week on Wednesday in the NBL tournament first round, and Montgomery and Windsor will match up. Boy, will that be a dogfight. No doubt about it. Montgomery would more than likely host that unless they lose one of their last couple of games. They already won tonight, so they've already got that one in the book. So they're a game ahead of Windsor if Newman hangs on to this 11-point lead, which looks likely. And then it's all about NCS seeding, and it's going to be really interesting. Any of those 3 teams from the NBL could meet again in NCS play.
Well, it's going to be an interesting matchup on Monday of this week. Montgomery defeated Windsor 46-45. I guess on a last-second shot. So they're going to meet again next week.
Well, there it was. It was only a matter of time. The cheering section kind of going back and forth, and Newman came out with the "We Got Cronin" chant. Windsor almost got Cronin. Almost. They were very close. Very, very close. In fact, had him for, a few days. Shows you how big high school football is around here, huh?
Yeah, Dave. Dave, as this game winds down, I want to thank YSN 365. You guys do a great job giving all the fans in the area these big games.
Cody Baker with a big 3 from the corner. putting the exclamation point on this one. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that.
Big second half for Cody Baker.
We would love to do more live full games like this, but we need more sponsors from the business community. It takes a crew of about 10 people to put on a game like this, and we were able to pull it off tonight thanks to our sponsors, North Bay Elite, Cardinal Newman High School, and George Peterson Insurance.
Well, Dave, I don't know if people haven't been on that YSN 365. It's a great place to get your business and sponsors up there. You got a lot of viewers, Dave. There's a lot of viewers for YSN 365. It's the premier website here for youth sports in Sonoma County.
Carlozzi does not get the second one. Carlozzi from 3. Riley Smith tries to pop one up, no good, and there's Gavin Dubb with his 7th rebound. And Gavin gets fouled, heads to the other end, and falls down. Gavin Dubb will go to the free throw line. That was interesting.
Yeah, Gavin's a senior here. Lost his balance a little bit there. A hard foul by one of the Smith brothers. Kind of a frustration foul. At this point, really the game's over. No reason to foul. Here it is again. Foul was on Justin Smith.
Kind of saw Gavin kind of flying out. He went all the way across midcourt. Did kind of a Superman dive.
Great night here at Cardinal Newman. I liked at the beginning of the game, Dave, how Cardinal Newman players honored the seniors for Windsor, gave them each a little present, a little gift. Only 3 seniors on Windsor. Here's the rankings.
And Newman looks like a lock for that number 3 seed. Montgomery, Windsor, Moreau Catholic in a dogfight for the 4 seed. That's a big one. You get a couple of home games. May even be some buys handed out because there aren't enough teams in Division II right now that qualify for NCS play. I don't think they're going to find 16 teams.
Well, right now I'd be weary of Montgomery. They're playing really good ball, and they've recently beaten Cardinal Newman and Windsor. Oh, nice long outside shot there by
Brandon Malley sticks a 3. His first shot attempt of the night, and he nails it, and Windsor takes a quick timeout with 19.3 to go. Travis Taylor not willing to throw in the towel just yet. So we'll take a quick break right here, and we'll be back with the finish of this one. 50-40 now, Newman by 10.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Nice crowd on hand here. 50-40, Newman.
Coach Travis Taylor took the timeout there, Dave. I'll be surprised if he doesn't try to extend the game here. A quick foul on Cardinal Newman, put him on the free throw line. It's not a double penalty so far, so Cardinal Newman would have to go to the line and shoot a one-on-one.
20 seconds to go. Full court pressure, a little desperation now for Windsor. They need a steal and a 3. A couple times in a row, actually. Newman gets it across. That's all they had to do. And that should do it. Cardinals hang on to the victory. It got tight. It was 33-32 at one point. But Cardinal Newman rallies and wins this one by 10, 50-40. A big win for the Cardinals now, as they look like a lock for the number 1 seed in the NBL tournament and the number 3 seed in NCS. That was a huge victory tonight for Tom Bonfili's squad.
Absolutely. They're going to travel to Casa Grande on Friday. a victory over Casa Grande, they will secure the league title. They're playing very good ball right now. Really impressed with their depth on their team. You know, I got to give Windsor credit though. They don't have very many players, and they played really well in the third quarter. Came out, made the game, and took it to the fourth quarter, trailing by 3 points. They just ran out of gas, basically, Dave. And Windsor's got a game here this Friday. They're going to play. They're going to play at Santa Rosa. That ought to be an interesting game. Windsor beat Santa Rosa, and Santa Rosa's playing really well right now. Isaiah Steele, Kalea Kai, the football players are doing well. They're going to secure the 4th spot in the tournament. I'm looking forward to the Shaughnessy tournament next week.
So this one a 50-40 final. The leading scorers on this one, Damian Wallace scored 15, and interestingly enough, he didn't score in the fourth quarter tonight, but Cody Baker more than made up for that with 8 fourth quarter points, 11 on the night for Cardinal Newman. And it was Travis Carlozzi with 15 for the Jags and Riley Smith with 14 to finish things out for the Windsor Jaguars. But Cardinal Newman wins it. They look like a lock for the league title right now. 1 game to go in NBL play, and they have a 1-game lead over Montgomery. Casa Grande waiting in the wings. That's going to do it for our coverage tonight. Nick Matos, thank you very much for being here and joining me tonight. Our crew did a great job. So Merlin on graphics, our director Brian Leach, our chief engineer and replay director Marty Kornfeld. On camera tonight, David Day, Matt Cox, and Forrest Murnane. That's going to do it for our coverage. We hope to be back with more live coverage like this in the future on YSN365.com. Until then, I'm Dave Cox saying goodnight from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium.
For a great high school experience, Cardinal Newman is the only Catholic college preparatory high school in Santa Rosa. Be a part of a community where you will be known and supported during these key years of growth. Be a part of a fun and positive student body who embraces challenge and responsibility through faith, academics, service, visual and performing arts, and competition. Learn how to apply at cardinalnewman.org. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place.